everybody, I am KristyLove, of course, and today I have a very, very special friend of mine, the lovely CK. Introduce yourself to my media Melody and tell them who you are and what you're about.
Okay, so my name is Direal CK. I'm a multimedia personality, and I'm tall, of
She's
course.
taller than me.
A lot of people ask me like multimedia personality, and by that I mean I blog, I host events, I'm a youth speaker, I do a lot of stuff. Radio personality, so I'm a multimedia personality, and I love Kristy.
And so with that, being a multimedia personality, you're a very ambitious young lady.
Yes.
For you to be so young and doing a lot of things in the city. And with that being said, the point that I'm trying to get at is that when you're very ambitious and you're going after your goals and your dreams and you feel like you're on top of your game, sometimes you can attract a lot of enemies, not on purpose, or sometimes you can attract haters, as I would like to call them. But I feel like in the world full of media that it shouldn't be that way, and I feel like no matter if you have people that disagree with your work or disagree with your personality, I always feel that you should be open and willing to love those people and accept them for who they are. And I know it's so hard because it's something that I struggled with for about a year or two. I constantly had people that didn't like me, and this is like before I even got into media. I constantly had people that didn't like me I understand the reasons why, but I just feel like that you should always bless your enemies. And I have a Bible verse, which is Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. It says, I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them when they curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. How do you feel about that Bible verse?
I mean, it has a lot of meaning in there.
Like, how does it relate to you in your situation?
With my situation, or things that have happened, like for an example, I've met many people over the years. I've been working on my media journey for about 2 years. I started when I was, I want to say 18, about to turn 19. And I've come across a lot of people who seem to act as if they like me and they want to help me, but in the end it's like I'm really helping them, I'm not helping myself. So that has a lot of meaning into that verse.
To me, what I took from it, of course, like I said, I've had a lot of people that have disagreed with my personality, disagreed with things that I do, or who have just hated for no reason. I feel like people sometimes that hate you or have like a negative vibe towards you is not because they're jealous of you, but because they want to be like you. They admire what you do. And like when people say that sometimes enemies are your biggest supporters, I feel like that they are. Because the more and more that people talk about you, or the more and more people speak negatively about you, the more people that know you. And it may not be in a good light, but it's like sometimes your haters can be your biggest supporters. And how I started to love my enemies is no matter what somebody said about me, I always, as soon as I hear something negative or as soon as somebody did something hateful and spiteful and revengeful towards me, I always start to pray. Because I know that if I don't pray now, then later on I'm going to end up cussing somebody out. I'm a human. We're all human, so we all get negative emotions and we feel hateful emotions. And sometimes we want to be so spiteful towards people. We want to hurt those that have hurt us. We want to talk about people that have talked about us. But sometimes what we have to realize is sometimes we have to step back and say, you know what, God, you got this under control. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Anytime something negative happens to me or somebody is like trying to stab me in the back, that's all I can repeat to myself is no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm more than a conqueror. And I feel like you sincerely have to pray for people in their hearts, for them to turn around and change in their hearts, for them to change in their mindsets, and for them to grow. Because when people are doing stuff like that, it's a lack of growth, and sometimes it's a lack of professionalism. And you have to pray that they're able to walk through their spiritual journey and walk through that path and say, hey, you know what? I don't know why I was being mean and spiteful to you, or I don't know why I was being hateful towards you, but I come to make amends and I come to make peace. Now, y'all may not be the best of friends afterwards, but just to have like that negativity and that weight on your heart, it holds you back from so much that I have to forgive people, because I don't want negativity, anger, any type of negative energy. I don't want it around me. So I have to release it. I have to pray for them, and I move on. I forget. Like, I might see somebody that may not like me, and I'll see them out and be like, oh, like that person don't like me. Like, we used to really be cool. I don't know what happened. But you know what I'm saying, you kind of have to give people that time and space, and you kind of have to let them evolve, and you have to let them grow within themselves before they can fully understand that sometimes the problem was within them. You can offer them a hand and say, you know what, whenever you want to come back and talk, or, you know, talking like an adult, I'm here, basically.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
What's your take on it?
I feel as though, I agree with what you're saying, because, being young, because we're a lot of people that's in media, my age, are very young. Sometimes it get difficult trying to learn how to forgive someone, or just getting over stuff, because like you just be so shocked to the situation, so you just don't know what to do. So at the end of the day, you do have to learn how to forgive people. You have to learn how to move on. You have to learn how to keep going, because time waits for no man. So you just have to keep going, because if you stay stuck on a situation, you're wasting your time and your energy.
Another thing that I want to say before we end this segment, basically, is that what people have to understand is when you think that somebody has something that you want, listen and understand. And this is very, very critical, and it will help you out a lot in the long run. The universe is so big. It has enough opportunities for everybody. We all can create our own opportunities, and an opportunity will be made for us. Just because somebody else has that brand new job, that brand new fancy car, it does not mean that we have to have the exact same thing. Because when God is blessing you, He's gonna bless shit. I don't know. It doesn't mean that you have to have the exact same thing that that person has. When God is blessing you, He's gonna set you up with something bigger and better. So you have to be patient, and you have to wait on what God has for you. Those are my thoughts on blessing and loving your enemies. All I can say is be true to yourself, kill your enemies with kindness, and kill them with success. If they still don't want to take your apology, or they're still coming up at you with negativity, say, hey, I'm going to be successful at the end of the day, and you can join on board, and you can learn how to grow, or you can still be stuck in your miserable mindset. And that is another segment of My Media Melody with
And
of course, this is KristyLove, and make sure you guys stick around for next week's episode. It's going to be a great one. We'll see you next week.